Good evening. I'm Coach Mo, he's B. Watson, and we're here at the Hindu Production Studios. It's the pregame show of SHUKC's Friday Night Football here on this TV. And we're thrilled to have you join us for our high school football game of the week. This evening's competition is a Call Valley League matchup that has Coach Aslan's 3-0 Braves of Bonner Springs hosting Coach Brindle's 1-2 Pirates of Piper. So how you doing tonight, B?
It's all good in the neighborhood, Coach. Let's do it again.
I'm ready. Right to the jump off. Tonight's contest, what do you think?
Tonight, you'll see a high-powered Bonner Springs offense. They will get on the field, go to the air. Running game is going to be on point. They're going to have a lot of fun tonight because this is going to be a revenge match that they plan on winning.
We know that last year's game went right down to the wire. It was up to a 4th and 1 goal line stance, and Piper came out. So Bonner's looking to avenge it. Piper's looking to jump off again. That's what sprung their season last year and got them on a roll. So I think it's going to be a great matchup. It'll be a lot of good hits. It'll be a lot of good plays, and it'll be very exciting. Now, players to watch. Bonner.
Let's start with the quarterback, Jordan Jackson. Last week, he threw for over 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also in his backfield, he's got Mason, he's got Kernern Shield. Those two are hard to bring down, and they can run over you very easily. Easily, they can run for 100 yards a game.
Well, we know Mason, he's up to 463 yards this year, 56 carries, leading rusher in our 14 schools. Jackson is not just a runner. He's also a passer. He's got over 500 yards passing and 5 TDs. But my player to watch for Bonner is Kyle Dumler, the man-child in the middle. He's eaten offensive linemen so far this year, commanding triple and double teams and allowing his teammates to clean up. Now, Piper, players to watch. We started with the quarterbacks. Let's start with Tanner Eichenberry. He's got to have a better showing. An inexperienced offensive line and a small offensive line has got him running and not playing so well. He threw for 2 more interceptions last week. He's got to change that. He's got to get his offense going. Colton Beebe, he's the defensive anchor for them. He's got to make an impact tonight, and he's got to be in the backfield to try to slow down that 3-headed monster that Bonner has.
Along with Beebe, you have to watch out for Richards. If Beebe demands a double team, Richards has to get in the backfield on behalf of the Piper team.
Also think Sterling Owens, can't leave him out. He's got to be a speed demon tonight. He's got to be able to make an impact. Now, make sure you tune in this Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. and listen to SHUKC's Sports Pass, hosted by David Brox on ESPN 1510 AM radio. This week, we will have Wyandotte Bulldogs quarterback Dominic McKenzie as our special guest. Stay tuned. After these messages, tonight's predictions, and more SHUKC's Friday Night Football, the pregame show on this TV.
Kansas City Mechanical Incorporated is an award-winning complete mechanical contractor specializing in heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping for both government and private industry. Our experience, personnel, mechanical expertise, and facilities makes us uniquely qualified for the most complex and challenging assignments. With a well-stocked warehouse, we are capable of supplying materials to your job site without delays. We are fully computerized for estimating, drafting, cost control, and tracking projects. As a licensed, fully bonded, and insured company, Kansas City Mechanical is capable of performing large, demanding projects. We take great pride in the quality of our performance, and we stand behind our work. Kansas City Mechanical Incorporated.
And we're back. We have a great matchup this evening between Piper and Bonner Springs. Got a question, B. If you're on a ship and it's sinking, what will you do?
I'd throw you a life raft.
A life raft. Well, I'll come back to that. Brian, let's break down the Pirate squad.
Piper has to understand one thing. I'm coming in off a 28-0 loss. I have to test my character to make sure that I'm up for this game and I'm not going to let myself down and come to this game not willing to fight hard. I'm reaching back on the victory last year, a goal line stands that kept Bonner from getting into the end zone. So if I have to, I'm rooting for everybody in the huddle to get in here and do that thing.
Yes, Piper struggled. Coming off a goose egg last week, the offense is really having to do something. They got nothing going on so far, and hopefully this week they'll get it going on. Because with a high-powered offense they're playing against, their offense has got to be able to do something. They have some tools there, but they got to use it. Offensive lines got to stand tall. The other thing is the defense must contain the three-headed monster. They're going to be put to the test tonight, and Colton Beebe cannot be the only one making tackles. It's going to have to be a team effort. Now, the Braves squad, let's break them down.
Well, it's a credit to this squad this year, Coach, that they are so unselfish towards each other. Coach Ashland has found a way to utilize all his weapons. This team can beat you on the ground as well as through the air. Can't forget about the defense with the Bonner Braves. They're just playing really good right now.
Well, if I break them down, I say two things. Three-headed running monster and Kyle Dunn. Those guys have got to keep it going. I think that the run game will be there, and because of the run game and the emphasis that Piper will have to put on them, Jackson will be able to throw. He has a great arm as well. Dumner, he'll have to command some double and triple teams with this small line of Piper, which gives more pressure that has to be put on Tanner Eichenberry.
Correct.
Now, let's get to our predictions. You gained a little ground on me last week, B. Gained a little ground. So I can say you're up.
What did I say at the beginning of the season, Coach?
Well, the season's not over yet, all right? Let's get to tonight's predictions. Tonganoxie versus Mill Valley.
Let's go with Tongi.
I'm going with Tongi as well. Lansing versus Baser.
Coach, this is kind of a toss-up with me, but I told you what I wouldn't do the rest of the season.
Now stop looking at my notes.
I'm taking Lansing.
Lansing, it is. Turner versus Ward. Mr. Berry is going to get a win. I'm going with Turner.
I agree.
Sumner Academy versus Schlago. Just had Martez Wesley on the show this weekend. I think Schlago gets a win.
I'm going to go against you, Coach. I think Sumner will come out victorious in that game.
Wyandotte versus Atchison.
Move on.
Once a Bulldog.
Always a Bulldog.
Washington versus Harmon.
It's time to wash some jerseys.
Washington it is. Now, Piper versus Bonner Springs. Before you go, I need my prop. Coach, when the ship is sinking, you get off. Now, Pirates, the Pirates, they are my pick to win the KVL. I'm sticking with that. And I'm picking who I think wins the game tonight. Bonner Springs wins the game tonight.
By the colors I wear, should say it all.
There it is.
Let's go Braves.
All right. Well, B, it's pigskin time. Thank you for watching the pregame show of SHUKC's Friday Night Football. I'm Coach Mo. My colleague, he's B. Watson. Sit back and enjoy the first half as we make our way to David James Stadium for David and Vernon's Call of the Game. It's Piper versus Bonner Springs on SHUKC's Friday Night Football here on this TV. See you at halftime.
Welcome to David James Stadium, where the Bonner Springs Braves host the Piper Pirates. It's homecoming, and the Bonner Braves are coming into this game undefeated and looking for revenge after last season's overtime loss to the Pirates. The Pirates are coming in after a tough loss to Tonganoxie last week. Sitting at 1-2, they look to rebound here tonight against the Bonner Braves. Let's get this party started. It's Bonner Springs and Piper next on Friday Night Football. This is David Broxton. We're here live, David James Stadium, alongside my partner in crime, Mr. Vernon Birmingham. How you doing, Vernon?
Doing well. Homecoming night here at Bonner Springs.
Yeah, crowd starting to pile in here. Bonner Braves looking to rebound last year after a very tough loss in overtime against the Pirates.
You can already tell early as they're coming out to warm up. They're hungry. They're looking at this as a rematch, a payback game. So we'll see what we have in store tonight.
Piper struggled a little bit this year. Talk a little bit about some of their defensive players, or one of their defensive players that's going to stand out tonight.
Well, Khalil Richards, he's been stepping up big from the defensive end position. You know, he's been kind of filling that void. We talked about previous in the year, Colton Beebe's that main guy, but he stepped in, made a lot of tackles, does a lot of good things from the defensive end position.
We remember last year, Jordan Jackson had to do a lot of the shoulders, a lot of the load for that offense. This year is going to be facing, look at Trayvon Mason, who's the running back leading rusher here in the SHUKC area, handling his business on the road. Powerful runner, finishes runs, and does a great job.
So he's been able to kind of rebound for some of the injuries he battled last year, opening up this season strong, as you said, leading the area in rushing. Didn't get a chance to participate much in this game last year, so I'm sure he's looking to come out and have a big one.
But the Bonner Braves look to stay undefeated tonight. We'll be right back for the kickoff. This is David Brox alongside Vernon Birmingham, and we are set for kickoff here at David James Stadium. The Bonner Braves will receive the opening kick from Piper. Very nice evening, big crowd out here at Bonner Springs. We're set for a good matchup. See if these two teams, specifically Piper, can't turn things around this season, struggling so far at 1-2. Bonner Springs 3-0. We have Mr. Austin Bennett on the sideline for tonight's ball game.
All right, looks like back deep for Bonner, Jared Knerdshield, Weston Vitt, Trayvon Mason.
Big guns back for Bonner Springs. Steps into the kick. He does go deep along the sideline. Mason will take it at about the 17. Breaks the tackle, moves upfield with room. Down the sideline. Out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Good field position for Bonner Springs to start this ball game.
You mentioned the big guns are back deep, and that's definitely how they want to start this ball game off. Great field position.
Jordan Jackson, number 10, senior quarterback, 3-year starter for the Braves. Set with Mason to his right. Two wide receivers near side. One up top. Snap, sets, fires down the sideline, wide open, number 12, down the sideline, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Bonner Springs. Michael Ameo, sophomore, with a touchdown.
Couldn't draw up a better play to start off this ball game. Your John Hilton, offensive coordinator, and the Bonner Springs Braves basically ran your wheel route from the slot position, wide open down the sideline, kind of got the defenders kind of got mixed up there in the process. He was able to take it in. You know, first thing he did was catch the football. He was able to handle it, take it in for the score.
Extra point now up and good. And real quick start here. We saw this last year in the ball game. Piper got a kick return for touchdown, and now Bonner Springs comes through. What do you think about that quick start, Alston?
Guys, I know you're supposed to be impartial when you're doing TV games, but you can't help but feel a sense of relief from this Bonner sideline. That's exactly what they needed after last year. Big start, great throw for Jordan Jackson. Wide open pass, walks into the end zone for an early score.
So 7-0, and not what Piper was looking for after they've struggled the last few weeks. They got down quick to Tonganoxie last week, a couple of touchdowns. This offense has not been high-powered enough to be able to withstand a comeback here. They need to get that running game going. Back deep for Piper will be Trayvon Jones, and number 23, Deion Saunders. Kick is away. Jones will take it right at the goal line. And they will call it a touchback.
And of course, in high school, if you catch it in the end zone, they're not even going to give you the opportunity to bring it out. So Piper, 80 yards to go here to tie this ball game up.
Piper will come out led by senior quarterback Tanner Eikenberry, number 44 Colton Beebe. Trayvon Jones looks like he'll stay in the game as well. Big number 75, Jonathan Ortiz, left tackle for the Pirates.
Looks like
there's an injury on the opposite side. We will go ahead and take a break. This is David Brox. We'll be right back.
A huge game, kind of a breakout game for the young man.
Eikenberry, quick set, big push up front by Dumler. Eikenberry rolls out, gets the sideline, will work upfield and get a couple of yards. That was a quick set, tried to go quick, nothing there, and was able to move out and get something out of nothing. Well, we're set. Eikenberry in the pistol with Trayvon Jones in the backfield. It is give right up the middle. A little bit of room as he's able to move up for a pickup of about 5 yards. On second down, I'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, positive play there for Piper on second down. Well, that's what they need to do is continue to make their 3rd down short opportunities.
Eikenberry will come up quick, bunch formation up top. Eikenberry will keep, takes the hit, up ahead though, looks like he will have enough for a 1st down for the Pirates. He just needed to touch that line. They will move the sticks.
Yeah, good job of reading that. Good pull there by Eikenberry. Was able to kind of run into the defender and get what he needed to move the chains. And for Piper, that's going to be what they need to do all night. Continue to move the chains, keep it 3rd and short. Their pass game struggled a little bit early this year.
Wide receivers go near and far side. Jones in the backfield again with Eikenberry. Give is right up the middle behind BB. Good block up front. Good push. 5 more, almost close to 5 yards on 1st down for Piper.
No, both of those plays right there. No, both of those run plays that's gone for 5-6 yards or so. No, been right up. No, right there up the middle, and that's huge considering Piper's starting a freshman at center, Aaron Halls, who's going against what looks like they move the big defender for Bonner to the outside.
Straight give, Jones working upfield, stop, but he will have enough for another 1st down for Piper. Back-to-back 1st downs for Piper on their opening drive, and that's got to be encouraging for Coach Brindle.
Right now, it's just running it right up the middle. Good job of bouncing to the outside there, reading his block. Saw there wasn't much there, bounced it out to the 5-hole, was able to make something happen.
1st and 10 at the 41, touching the 41-yard line. Piper, Eikenberry, same formation. Saunders near side, takes the snap. Give now moving right behind BB. Nothing fancy there. Another 4 yards for the Piper Pirates on the ground.
Right now, Piper's finding something that works, and they're sticking with it. You know, if you're going to get 4 or 5 yards every run, might as well keep doing it. Eventually, you're going to kind of rock them to sleep in the secondary. You might be able to go play action, which Piper likes to do consistently.
2nd down 6 for Piper. Kyle Dumler is lined up on a defensive end position at the top of the formation. Jones right up the middle. Again, good yardage here on the ground for Piper. Another 1st down run as they move the sticks now as they enter Bonner Springs territory.
So right now, the offensive line is doing a great job of firing off the ball, creating holes in order for the running backs to make something happen.
Piper breaks huddle. Comes in, again, nothing fancy, same formation, same set. Jones deep, takes the snap, straight give. Good run right up the middle again for about 7, almost 8 yards.
You know, one thing Piper's doing, they're running away from Dumler, and that's what you want to do right now. You know, he's been strong. He's been a beast early in this year, so with him playing more out there on the defensive end, they're able to run right away from him and make things happen.
2nd down short from the 39-yard line. Eikenberry. No reason to think differently here. Give. Jones right up the middle. Plenty of room. 1st down run down to about the 31, 32-yard line. First down, Piper.
Yeah, great job right now by Piper. And what's going to happen is they continue to run it, continue to run it. You're going to start finding some defenders starting to cheat a little bit. You're going to be able to come back with something on the other side, a counter. Many things you can do here when you continue to be successful. You know, that play action may come about. So right now, let's just continue to pound away.
Jake Jones is up top, single covered, so we'll maybe see that play action soon. Jones, though, right up the middle again. Good gain again of about 3, almost 4 yards on first down for Piper.
We've, so far at least, we'll see what Piper's able to continue to do on this drive, but with the game that we did earlier this year and the film we've watched, this is the best that I've seen Piper's offense look, now 4 games in.
Second down, 7 from the 30. Saunders up top now. Give is to Jones. Not a lot there. It's still a decent push. He will pick up about 3 yards or bring up about a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'll take 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 anytime.
You are in that zone where you just need maybe have 2 plays here to pick up the first down.
Right now we see Dumbler move back into the middle.
Give is to Jones, working his way up, weaving down, very close to a first down.
Jones on the carry.
Will depend on the spot, maybe a little short.
Brought down by Devin Burke.
It will be 4th down and very short. Piper will stay on the field.
Short of the first down.
Needing less than 1 yard here for a first down.
Less than a yard.
Piper will come to the line quickly. Bonner wasn't set. Gets the play off. Jones spins, breaks away down the sideline, away from the defender, and all the way down to about the 4-yard line. Great run there by Piper.
Great run, great effort there by Jones. I think he would have had the first down initially anyway, but he was able to bounce off a tackle and kind of spin off and keep his legs moving. Jones has looked very strong here on the first drive. Good job there by the interior lineman, able to double-team Dumbler there and make something happen. So right now, the offensive line of Piper is winning the battle early.
How's it look down there to you, Austin? Straight give. Sterling Owens didn't get his legs going, stopped at the line of scrimmage, a short loss.
We saw Jacob Lane come from the backside there. Or Daryl Terra, I can't tell who it was, but the left outside backer. And that's what we're going to see. I talked about earlier how you're going to start seeing the defenders cheat a little bit now. And what they're going to be able to do is probably run some type of run option off of that.
Colton Beebe will set back by himself. Owens in the slot, near side. Give right up the middle to Beebe, down to the goal line. Touchdown, Piper. Far side official was a little hesitant on making that call, but it is a touchdown, and Piper drives 80 yards to answer the opening touchdown
that is
for Bonner Springs.
Excellent drive there for the Piper Pirates. After coming out, giving up an early touchdown, able to keep your composure and drive 80 yards, running the ball the whole way, pretty much just smacking them in the mouth.
One of our sponsors tonight, Mr. Cooper and Camden Beebe and family, who are avid supporters of the SHUKC mission, as well as the true supporters of the Piper Pirate Nation, future Pirates who support and embrace youth athletics and academics across the city as they watch their brother, Colton Beebe, score the touchdown to bring the game to 7-6 on the missed extra point try by Piper. This is David Brox. We'll be right back. David Brock's back. David James Stadium. Huge crowd here at Bonner Springs for homecoming. Facing off against the Piper Pirates. Good crowd over there supporting the Pirates too. The student section. Some kind of funky color over there.
impressive drive there for Piper.
I agree. They answered the bell. They're real big. They could have easily put their head down after giving that big play up on the first play of the ball game. Will step into the kick. Down the sideline, goes over the head, taken at about the 10. Upfield by number 22. Weaves his way up to about the 25-yard line, where Bonner Springs will take over for their second possession. Jordan Jackson will come near side number 4. Travis Dooley near side wide receiver. Jared Knernshield in the slot here near side. Mason in the backfield. Man in motion. That's going to be a ball right up the middle. Chopped down is Jordan Jackson.
Jordan Jackson on the keeper.
Straight give right up the middle. Pickup of about 5 or 6 yards there on first down for Bonner.
No, Jordan Jackson's one of those kids who can do it with both his arm and his leg. So we saw the throw earlier for the touchdown. Good gain there on first down.
Bonner goes quick, blown up. And I think that was BB right up front.
That's the matchup I kind of wanted to see this evening as well. The front 7 of Piper against the running backs of Bonner.
You'll see that replay go through. BB blew that play up in the backfield. So we got a 3rd and about 2 is the official number up on the scoreboard. Jackson, quick snap, straight. Looks like there's a little confusion on the handoff. Mason kept it, and he is going to be short of a first down or bring up 4th down for Bonner Springs.
Yeah, a little option look there. Jordan Jackson was trying to hold on to it as long as he could to see if he was going to give it or pull it. Based on what the defensive end did, that's a good give. But the linebackers, again, of Piper did a good job of stepping up, making a stop. Johnson and BB there in the middle.
Saunders and Trayvon Jones back deep. Although Bonner is lined up as if they're going to go for it. Dumler in the backfield. Now they will run out of this. Dumler is the punter. Maybe they'll go right to the big man Wildcat. It is Dumler right up the middle. Burrows into the line. Upfield, first down. Bonner Springs. Kyle Dumler, the battering ram.
So the first kind of risky play call of the evening goes to Bonner, kind of deep in their territory, especially after Piper drove the ball down the field on them to come out on 4th down on their side of the field and do a fake punt. So
Wyandotte ahead 12-0 early against Atchison on the road, taking the trip to Atchison.
Washington leads 8-0. First play of the game, Harmon had the ball stripped, took it to the house.
Jackson in the pistol with Mason in the backfield. Snap. Got a flag on the play. False start.
We'll get the call here from our referee, our white hat this evening, Chris Walschlager and his crew. A little discussion.
Nothing already for Washington. I understand, I learned today that Harmon is moving to 6A in football as well, so it's going to be a difficult road for that team heading into next season. What are you seeing down there, Austin?
Yeah, guys, it's been a tale of two tapes here. I mean, a great first drive for Bonner. Obviously, one pass and a score, but they've struggled to run the ball inside. Maybe they need to spread it out, make that Piper defense run side to side. That's the strength of their team. We'll see how they adjust.
Jackson in the pistol takes the snap. In the pocket, setting up the screen, gets it to Dooley. Moves upfield with blocks. Breaks away into the secondary to about the 46-yard line. Pickup of about 9 yards there on first down, Vernon.
Good patience there by Jordan Jackson, setting up the screen. Just held it, drew in the defenders. Had the double screen going there on both sides. Was able to, again, remain patient. Good job by BB, though, running them down. Or that could have even went for a longer run gain.
Second down short for Bonner. Jackson in the pistol.
So keep an eye on the snaps. There's been quite a few low snaps so far in this game.
Play action. Jackson rolling, flag down on the play. Fires, throws it away, incomplete. check the flag here.
Pass is incomplete.
Flag was thrown in the middle of the field. Our white hat, Mr. Chris.
Another discussion. I don't know if they continue to have discussions about who's on the line, who's off the line, who's able to go out. Looks like he's going to pick it up again. So looks like that may be the deal. Somebody being covered up where somebody can't go out for a route. So they continue to, consecutive plays, they had this discussion on pass plays.
All right, here we come. Finally get a call holding against Bonner Springs.
A lot of conversation for a holding call.
That'll march it back and bring up a 2nd and long for Bonner Springs now. 2nd down at about 13.
Talk about the matchup between the running backs and the front 7, but the way Bonner put the ball up last week, it'd be interesting to see the defensive secondary also against these wide receivers.
Jackson makes a move up front. Knock down Colton Beebe right there in the middle. Handling his responsibility and getting the tackle of Jackson.
So we won't see many linebackers better in the state of Kansas than Colton Beebe. Did a good job there, kind of scraping, reading the run, getting the backfield and make a tackle.
3rd down long for Bonner. Jackson in the pistol, takes the snap, sets, fires a fade down the sideline. Out of bounds, incomplete. Intended for Jonah Freeze. 4th and long for Bonner Springs, and Piper now taking control, forcing the punt.
Twice on this drive, they were able to get them to 4th down. Last time, Bonner behind Dumler was able to kind of do the fake punt. But this time, they're going to have to punt it. And Piper's going to get the football back. So good defensive possessions there. Good defensive series for the Pirates.
Dumler again lined up real short. Looking to try and get a cheap 5 yards there. Jared Knernshield set to snap it back. Dumler takes. Kick is away. High kick, good kick. Fumble on muff punt down at the 10. Recovered by Bonner Springs. And we've seen that now. It's becoming a trend week by week.
Special teams miscues. 4 games in this year, we could continue to see it. The ball was right down the middle. So couldn't tell there was much conversation about who was going to receive it or not.
A little bit of an indecision about who was going to take the punt. So when he finally stepped away, there was a problem. So Bonner Springs now, huge opportunity here to make up for that ineffective drive they just had. Mason deep, takes the snap, flag down on the play by the far side official.
Has to be crushed in if you're Piper after having that.
Actually, no flag.
That good defensive stand to just turn around and give the ball right back.
Bonner will go quick. Jackson, snap, give again to Mason. Right up the middle. Breaks free, down to the goal line. They call him down at the half. No, actually, the far side official calls it a touchdown. They will come together. Near side official called him down. The opposite said touchdown. And we will have another officials conference. They'll call it down at the half-yard line.
If you look at the replay there, good job by the team. Looks like
ball was in it. Ball was at his hip and he came down. Good call there by the near side official.
Got Dumler now in the backfield.
This was Trayvon Mason's favorite play here. Give right behind Dumler. Nothing there. No signal. And there's a big problem with Bonner Springs being able to knock it in from inside the one. Reminiscent of last year, they got 3 more opportunities here. Ball will be placed right at the 1-yard line. Might have lost half an inch.
We know Piper is very tough in the middle.
Give again, Mason. Bang down, Colton Beebe. Burst through, knocks him back for a loss of about 2 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Colton Beebe with the hit stick in the backfield.
Dumler will come off the field now.
Loss on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 3.5-yard line. Jackson in the pistol with Knernshield.
Probably see something here with a run option.
Fake give, Jackson rolling, drops it to Knernshield, end zone, touchdown. Bonner Springs, Jared Knernshield, Jordan Jackson with a touchdown pass.
Good play call there. Was able to roll out Jordan Jackson to the left. Again, give him that run pass option. Was able to find Knernshield, who just slipped out. Just slipped out the backfield untouched.
My
Good,
God.
that's a good design play.
Luciano Pisani, leading vote getter for SHUKC's kicker of the year. Straight through, had a 40-yarder last week.
So if you go back and look at that replay, you're going to see Knernshield, who's kind of lined up in the backfield. He's going to just, act like he's going to go out there and block it, just slip through untouched. Ran right by the guy who's probably supposed to be, playing defense on him. So you see Knernshield just kind of slipped out there right under him. And Richards, who probably supposed to put a hand on him, just kind of came up to run to Jordan Jackson. That's what you have there when you have that run pass option. Austin, what did you see down there on that?
Yeah, guys, we talked earlier on the drive about maybe spreading it out and getting them to run side to side. Obviously, up the middle with that front seven is going to be really tough against Piper. It's tough to say that you guys spread out when you got a running game like theirs, but I think you see there they finally realized the play calling needs to stretch more to the sideline. Look for that the rest of the game.
Pisani set to kick it off. Same two returners, Trayvon Jones and Deion Saunders, back deep for the Pirates.
And both these guys members of that blazing 4x1 relay team at Piper.
We are set. Kick is away and deep. We'll go into the end zone and a touchback again.
A little benefit of the wind there. Look at the flag.
Good job there by Mr. Pisani.
So again, Piper, can they go 80 yards again, pounding it down the defensive throat?
24-0. Washington leads with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. As Piper Eikenberry comes in, pistol formation with Colton Beebe alone in the backfield. Give right up the middle. 7 yards there on first down for Piper.
What you have to love about Coach Brindle and the staff right now, they found something in that work, and they're sticking with it. We talked last week about the success Washington was having running the ball, same spot, and they kind of went away from it. Right now, Piper's just want to stick to what's working.
Pistol formation, Eikenberry bobbles the snap. Still able to get it to Colton Beebe, or maybe he kept it, but it is going to be enough for a first down either way for the Pirates, who are moving the ball well.
Read option there, and like you said, kind of fought with Beebe there to get the ball, but he's able to pull it out. He gained a few yards to get the first down.
1st and 10 from about the 31-yard line of Piper. Very effective offense so far for Piper. Few mistakes, ball going forward, staying ahead of the chains, no penalties. Eikenberry. Give right up the middle. Burst through the line. Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards there by Colton Beebe.
That is going to be our last play of the quarter.
And this is David Brox, Vernon Birmingham, and Austin Bennett. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center. Serenity is a state of Kansas licensed substance abuse treatment facility. Manissa Brox and her staff hold substance abuse group, individual, and family treatment sessions. Serenity is located at 7933 State Avenue, Suite 203 in KCK. Call today at 913-766-5414 for an appointment, because at Serenity, help is only one call away.
Hi, my name is Keith Chisholm, President and CEO of Chisholm & Son Trucking Company. We have served the greater Kansas City area for over 40 years, where we specialize in asphalt, rock, sand, and dirt.
We can meet your trucking needs with tri-axle trucks and end-dump trailers.
We help paint the streets and highways of Kansas City black. No need to call the rest, but you can call the best.
Chisholm & Son Trucking Company. You call, we haul.
David Brox back live, David James Stadium. SHUKC's Friday Night Football here on this TV. Take a look at some of our sponsors tonight. SHUKC of Kansas City, Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center, Hindu Productions, Chisholm & Son Trucking, we're Chick-fil-A and Casey Mechanical, Eikenberry, straight handoff to BB right up the middle.
Success.
BB on the carry. Right down by Gerald Carroll.
First down and 10 for Piper. BB now, heavy dose right up the middle. Tries to work to the outside. That's not his game right there. He needs to be going straight north-south, moving east-west there. Not a lot there on first down for Piper.
We don't know how much of that is fatigue as well. You know, we're playing a lot on defense. We see him actually coming out now. And once you get tired running the ball, you start doing things that's not the norm for you. And that's what he did there, kind of bounced out. Just going to go out for a breather, though. The shortest run play of the night for Piper.
Trayvon Jones alongside Khalil Richards. In the pistol is Eikenberry. Snap. Give is to Jones right up the middle. Not a lot there. Grab right at the line of scrimmage by number 16. Darryl Terrell.
Good job there by playing his gap. Probably responsible for the C gap there. Did a good job of getting there and making the play. Stood him up. Waited for his friends to come help.
Tonganoxie 0, Mill Valley 0 after one quarter.
We talked about Piper's success has to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 tonight. So their longest third down right now. So they're probably going to have to put it in there.
Eikenberry still gives to Jones. Weaves his way across the 50-yard line. Maybe content here to play defense and punt the ball away and play field position. Eikenberry, though, standing.
Yeah, they might just continue to run the ball. They've been successful when they run it, there in the middle.
BB is their punter, but Eikenberry is back into the huddle. They look like they'll go for it here. Ball just across the 50-yard line into Bonner territory. They need maybe 4 yards here. Very short 4. Looking to draw him off sides. Eikenberry with a hard count. Bonner not biting. Coach Brindle will take the timeout. Mention again, towards the end there, we didn't get our sponsors in there. Instant Replay at Kansas City. Youth photographer here for Piper. You can see their Instant Replay, kc.smugmug.com. SHUKC, Serenity, Chisholm & Sons, Chick-fil-A, Casey Mechanical. And again, one of the best photographers here in the city. We got a number of them. She's over here tonight. We might see if we can't find a shot of her. Miss Courtney.
Seeing Hoffine been kind of carried off the field over here. Got injured early on in the ball game. Now we talked about pregame. Piper's offense is going to need to step up and do something. We saw them do that there in the first drive. Pretty successful second drive here going for a while, but Bonner's defense did step up and make a huge stop on second down and make it 3rd and long.
Fourth down, they still will go for it. Give is to Jones, working to the outside. First down run, breaks away down to about the 39-yard line. Good aggressive play calling by Brindle.
Yeah, right now he's trusting his offensive line. Right now, if you look at it from this side of the ball right now, the Piper offensive line has been pretty dominating thus far. So, has confidence in those guys. Talked about a center who's a freshman doing a good job in the middle.
Pistol formation, Eikenberry, 1st and 10 at the 39. BB back in the game, right up the middle. Good hard run of about 7 or 8 yards on first down for Piper.
It's old school football right here. Turn around, hand the ball off. Our front is going to beat your front, and we're going to get the second level, which means we're getting 5-6 yards a pop.
Second down, not as many yards there. Made it caught him down a little bit early. Second down 3. BB right up the middle again. As Wyandotte now up 20-15 over Atchison, who's made a little bit of a comeback.
Third and 1 to go.
Third and 1. Piper, Eikenberry in the pistol. Trayvon Jones, BB looking to lead the way. Jones working to get the outside again, breaks away. Do not go backwards, but he is going to get a huge block by number 79, get upfield, and pick up a first down. A lot of running for a little bit of yards, but it is a first down run for Piper.
Yeah, great individual effort there. He's going to go out for a blow, a little tired there, but to go all the way across the field and make something out of nothing. Not only that, but to keep the chains going, good job there by the defensive end to kind of contain him and keep him inside, but he brought it all the way back around. Good job by the wide receiver coming back, not afraid to mix it up with the big guys in there.
Colton Beebe in the backfield now. Been ahead of steam trying to get up into that line. Takes it again, runs right into the Bonner defender. Short pickup of about 2.5 yards there for Piper on first down. The score update, pick 6 for the Mill Valley Jaguars, up 7-0 now against Tonganoxie. Run straight up the middle again with BB.
At that time, Eikenberry actually pulled it and kind of followed right behind. Was able to get decent yardage there. So, after continue to rock it with BB, just decided to pull it there and kind of go right beside him. Was able to get decent yards. Again, this is where you want to be if you're Piper. 3rd and 4. It's your ball game. Gives you a couple opportunities here to pick it up.
3rd down 4. Quick first half. Clock moving, 7-15. Give is to Sterling Owens. Dances in the line and stop right there. That's the difference you see between the two running styles right there by Owens, who's looking for a hole. Colton Beebe just looking to slam right in there and make a hole.
Yeah, you just got to kind of follow behind the blocker there. Beebe went right through.
How's that line play going, Austin?
Guys are playing really well up front. They've run multiple running sets, but it's all been zone blocking, which allows you to get to point of contact a lot quicker. That's what they've had success with throughout Coach Brindle's time at Piper.
Eikenberry quick throw. First throw of the night here for Piper is incomplete. 4th down, and Bonner Springs will take over.
Yeah, threw it a little bit behind him. Didn't get a chance to allow the receiver to kind of turn around and get set up. So he kind of had the ball fading away from him. He wasn't able to make a catch.
So Bonner will take over here.
In hindsight, always 20/20, but he actually had a better, route out there with the guy who was furthest out, the wide receiver.
Jordan Jackson will come out quick. Nernshield now deep. Mason directly to Jordan's left. Man in motion. Snap, straight give. Nernshield running hard, but right into Colton Beebe and Khalil Richards. Stopping for a very short gain.
Yeah, names we talked about here in the pregame, both congregating there in the backfield, making plays. Short gain.
Bonner Springs will come up to the line quickly now. 2nd down 9 with a 14-6 lead. Quick snap. Jackson sets, fires deep, near side, up top, incomplete. Number 25 there on the coverage against Jonah Freeze.
Devin McIntosh there, one-on-one coverage. And, Piper's known for running that man-to-man, bumping around from the line. When they have that speed to be able to stay with the receivers, it's a basic go route down the sideline. Defender was able to, Jordan maybe kept in the air a little bit too long where the defender was able to turn around and make a play on it.
We'll make a substitution. Travis Dooley will come off the field. Jackson set with Mason and Nernshield.
Another
low snap. Screen set up, thrown, blown up. Huge loss coming up there, about 6-7 yard loss as Bonner Springs will have 4th down and have to punt.
So for their screen there, Jordan Jackson didn't have the time he was probably needed and able to set up the screen. It was never an opportunity for it to really get set up. And Saunders was able to come in and make a good play. Again, Piper's defense has been playing well since that, that early play.
They will set. Dumler will go back deep. Clock rolling at 5:25 here in the half.
See if these guys can handle the punt here.
Punt is away high and short. Dumler
Gonna get a Peter call, get away from it.
bounces back. Great Piper bounce. Knocked down, and they'll have the ball at about the 31-yard line.
So just 2 yards past the chains there.
All right, this is David Brox, Vernon Birmingham, and Austin Bennett. We'll be right back. Two wide receivers near side, one up top. Beebe in the backfield with Eikenberry. Snap, sets, fires, far side, wide open. Incomplete, overthrown a little bit, stopped on his route a little bit there instead of running underneath. Incomplete.
I also think he might have even got held up a little bit once he got by him. Kind of hesitated, kind of got his route cut off a little bit by the defensive back there. But, that's an opportunity you got to take advantage of. And in this type of ball game, you got somebody wide open like that. You have to lay it on them.
Eikenberry, second down 10. Beebe and Jones. Snap. Ball on the ground. Kick by Beebe. Down and recovered. Recovered by number 44. Bonner Springs. Preston Powles with a recovery of the fumble.
Yeah, low snap there, was able to handle it. Like you said, he ended up kicking it, attempting to go for it. So, turnover.
Preston Powles, a big linebacker.
Now, that's, again, another missed opportunity. Good field position there after the short punt. You turn around and give it right back.
Jackson sets, swings it out to Mason with room. Good tackle there by number 25. Second time we're calling that young man's name.
Yeah, McIntosh, good job there beating the defender. The wide receiver, if he did a better job of holding that stop block, he would have had room to work with, but he was able to get around him and make the tackle. Not afraid to step up and tackle the big running back.
Pistol formation, Jackson set, rolls far side, looks deep, out of bounds. Incomplete, bring up a third down long for Bonner Springs, who's not able to get that running game going tonight.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's what we're seeing now. Piper's front seven, they're doing a good job of, slowing down the Bonner offensive run game. So Bonner they have to kind of go back to the passing game a little bit. And again, the corners from Piper do a good job of playing man-to-man coverage. So, right now they're not able to get much of anything going. We saw the success on the wheel route earlier because of that man-to-man coverage. But right now it's just straight routes. Piper's defenders are winning.
Bunch formation for Bonner as Piper will come across and make this a third and shorter distance here for Bonner Springs. Make it third down and 4, a little bit more manageable here for the Braves. Jackson with Mason to his right. Two wide receivers far side. Snap. Rolls, sets, fires, incomplete, well overthrown.
Yeah, actually had Kernerd open there on the out route. It's just kind of had a little bit too much heat on it. So
they will be forced to punt.
That's a good route. The outside guy just ran down the field. Inside slot guy ran an out route. Actually had a step on him due to the defender playing back a little bit more. Jordan would just put it right where he needed to. It would have been a first down.
Dumler will go back to punt. Done this formation a couple of times, trying to get a cheap 5 yards here. Piper not having it. Dumler will slide back.
See if Dumler can get a better punt here.
Kick is away, and it is a very good one. Bounces at about the 25. We'll stop it at about the 26. Instant replay. Youth Sports specializes in capturing your child in their sport. They'll do any age group, their sport, a single game package or event can be put together for your event for your child. So instant replay. can do collages and many other different things as Piper is now set at the 28-yard line, first down 10. Give. Trayvon Jones stumbles his way through. Good job here by Jones so far.
Yeah, going back to the success they had earlier, pretty much just running a fullback lead each direction, your 4 and 5 holes. They're having success due to the interior lineman doing a good job, like Austin said, zone blocking, able to get to where you need to, scoop.
Piper goes quick. Jones again with room on the outside, very close to another first down. They'll go ahead and call it, move the chains. First down, Piper, as they look here to go quick and get a score here before the half.
Each time, Jones able to get to the second level pretty easy. So that's all due to the work and the effort by the big hogs up front.
Deion Saunders comes near side. Eikenberry with Jones, a little option. Eikenberry keeps and will not get much. No gain on first down.
Yeah, that's a good job by Eikenberry by making the first guy miss. But what happens a lot of times, a lot of young quarterbacks, you get past the first guy, you don't think to go back to maybe pitch it again. If you would have did that there, something positive would have happened.
Will be second down. The clock winds here. Jones still in the backfield with Eikenberry. Snap. Option again. Gets it to Jones, who again going to be stuffed right there. Number 58 from the linebacker position.
Devin Burke, good job there by Burke, scraping there, making the play. No, that's what you want, though. If you're out there, you want one-on-one. Hoping your running back can potentially get around one guy. Good job there by the number 18 as well, coming up, making the initial play from the cornerback position.
Jordan Jackson comes into it safety for Bonner Springs here on 3rd and long. Colton Beebe in the backfield. Fake give. Eikenberry looking. Making a move at the line. Throw across the middle. Caught by Saunders. Driven out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by Eikenberry. He missed. Initially, he had a few guys wide open right in the middle of the field, pretty much all curl routes. He was able to kind of make a guy miss route to the right and get it to the receiver to be able to move the chains. It looked like a very slow route, though. Everybody looked like they were kind of jogging.
Pistol formation for Eikenberry with Colton Beebe. 3 wide receivers up top, rolling far side. Flag down. Over the head. Talk a little bit about that pocket awareness there by Eikenberry to make just a few moves to get himself open, Austin.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but that last play, they brought in the quarterback Jordan Jackson, and they went a 3-deep look, which opened up the underneath stuff. So once Eikenberry was able to make the first guys miss, it was pretty much open in that intermediate routes. He's a senior. He's been in the playoffs, and the guy knows how to win. So I look for him to keep leading his team no matter what it takes.
Flag on the play, holding call against Piper. Time situation where it is, they're looking at yards, so they will push them back. Bring up about a 1st and 20 plus here for Piper.
We'll see it again here, guys. It's kind of a nickel look. They bring out the middle linebacker and bring Jackson as an extra safety in a 3-deep.
And this is where if you're Piper, you don't force it. You know they're going to be playing in a 2-deep zone. Just need to make sure to hit the guys in the pockets.
Cornerbacks come up now. Eikenberry right. Drops it to Sterling Owens in the middle of the field. A little bit of room as he works to the outside. Good pickup, gets the yardage back that he lost on first down on the penalty.
Yeah, but we were just talking about, on that play right there, you end up having 2 guys sitting in the pocket right in the middle of the zone. So that's something maybe Eikenberry might be able to go back to and see that.
Big hit out of bounds. I don't know if that might have been Jordan Jackson that got that tackle. We'll have to check that later.
Guys, on that play there, it's big. They had the 3-deep, and you have one linebacker who's keying on the tailback. He has to run a long ways to make that tackle with a speed like the running backs that Piper has.
Second down, 10.
Little movement there on the right side of the line. Harmon gets on the scoreboard, 24-6.
Mill Valley now ahead 14-0 over Tonganoxie. Midway through the second quarter there at last report. Will be second and about 16 for Piper. Still plenty of time here to try and work and get a drive here and get a score before the half. Eikenberry in a pistol. rolling near side, moves up in the pocket, tries to work back the opposite way, but he will be dragged down by number 7.
Anthony Kubas.
Kubas with a tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Bring out
16.
3rd and long, and Coach Brindle here might be content to let that clock roll.
And what you don't want is a turnover right here. You're giving Bonner an opportunity to have a ball with a short field.
Sets, fires across the middle. Open is Colton Beebe, who's able to drag a man for a 1st down for Piper. Huge play there across the middle.
And that's the route that's going to be open every time on that 2 deep zones, because you have one linebacker and he can't get back there. So, you know, you can see how deep the safeties were. They're coming from 10 yards back just to make the tackle. That play is going to continue to be there because nobody's holding the middle of the field there.
Beebe will line up in the slot again. Eikenberry takes the snap, rolls far side, sets, fires down the sideline. Good attempt there by number 14 to stay in bounds and catch the ball for Bonner, but it is incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I would go back to that same type of route there that we saw earlier. So that middle is going to continue to be open. The linebacker, even though they're in the 2 deep, he's not as, back like I think he would be when you're responsible for that center of the field. He's kind of up closer to the line.
Piper does have 2 timeouts here with a minute remaining. Eikenberry in the shotgun formation. Snap, reverse play. Saunders takes it, gets through the line, stays in the middle of the field. Clock running, gain of about 5 yards to bring up a 3rd and 5. We'll see if Piper will call a timeout.
Yeah, due to the defensive pressure there on the end, that play didn't go as designed.
They'll work quick. Timeout called by Bonner Springs, and we will take it with them. This is David Brox. We'll be right back.
Kansas City Mechanical Incorporated is an award-winning complete mechanical contractor specializing in heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping for both government and private industry. Our experience, personnel, mechanical expertise, and facilities makes us uniquely qualified for the most complex and challenging assignments. With a well-stocked warehouse, we are capable of supplying materials to your job site without delays. We are fully computerized for estimating, drafting, cost control, and tracking projects. As a licensed, fully bonded, and insured company, Kansas City Mechanical is capable of performing large, demanding projects. We take great pride in the quality of our performance, and we stand behind our work. Kansas City Mechanical Incorporated.
David Brock's back, David James Stadium. We have 37 seconds here remaining in the half. Let's roll through our sponsors one more time. For this broadcast on this TV, SHUKC, Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center, Hindu Productions, Chisholm & Sons, Chick-fil-A, Case Chisholm & Son, instant replay of Kansas City Youth Sports Photography.
The Wildcats on the scoreboard again. Kaleem Harrison, 60-yard run.
Snap by Eikenberry, rolls. Far side, incomplete. And the BB family, we appreciate all of our sponsors tonight as we have 4th down 5 with 31 seconds remaining.
I've been saying this for 2 years now. I guess it's just going to continue to be a pet peeve of mine. It absolutely drives me crazy every time Eikenberry is rolling out to his left side, trying to throw across his body. That continues to bug me, I guess. But like you said before, I guess it works.
Pistol, set, Eikenberry fires across the middle, caught Jake Jones, giving up ground there and loses the ball, taken away by Bonner Springs. Number 14, Connor Byers, the backup quarterback, snatches it.
That's just Jones not recognizing, what's going on there. When you're under 30 seconds, you just need to get down. The clock will stop for him to move the chains and be able to do something. He's trying to fight for yardage, and he just got the ball stripped out of there. So that's not just recognizing the situation at the time.
Jordan Jackson in the pistol. Now we'll see if they try to do anything here before the half. They will go back. Set. Moves up in the pocket. Colton Beebe hits Jackson in the backfield for the sack. Beebe's been all over the field. well, in the middle of the field, locking it down for Piper.
That hurt. That hurt Jackson right there. You see him kind of limping a little bit, and they're going to let this run out. Luckily, he didn't lose the ball there because he kind of got blown up.
We are at the half, 14-6. Bonner Springs leads. We'll be right back with Moses and Brian Watson. It is rivalry week as SHUKC heads back to the KCAL for Wyandotte versus Slagle. This bitter rivalry goes back decades, and we are expecting a hard-hitting and exciting matchup. Minnesota commit Dominic McKenzie will look to continue his team's march to a second straight league crown. Mr. Electric Antonio Moore is starting to come on strong for the Bulldogs. Joshua Bruce, Rodney McNeil, and the rest of the Stallions' defense have their eyes on slowing down the Wyandotte passing attack and scoring the upset. Join us Saturday, October 5th, as SHUKC presents Friday Night Football on this TV.
Good evening, and welcome to the halftime show of SHUKC's Friday Night Football here on this TV. I'm Coach Mo. He's B. Watson. We're here at a 14-6 ball game at the beautiful David James Stadium. Coach, a lot different than what we thought the first half would be, especially with 34 runs by Piper.
Seems like the coach Piper is taking advantage of the speed that he has in the backfield. He's running Mr. Jones to death tonight, but he's rising up to the occasion.
Well, it's like Coach Brindle, went with the old saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
He's running right at, and he's really neutralizing Dumler, running away from him,
right,
and then running that lead. He's getting the most out of BB,
right,
being able to use him as a lead blocker. The one thing that I'm kind of, just questioned about,
right,
is Coach Aslin. He came out to throw the ball, got the success with the first pass,
right,
but he hasn't used the three-headed monster as much as I thought he would.
I think he has to readjust what he's doing on that front line. They're allowing BB to control them instead of them controlling the defensive line of Piper.
And BB is showing us why he was the SHUKC Defensive Player of the Year last year.
Exactly. He's showing his stuff tonight.
Yeah. Let's take some highlights from the first half. First, we're going to see a run by Trayvon Jones. This run right here was a fourth down conversion when they had to get it, and he got extra yards with his determination.
Poor tackling, but determination on Jones equals first down.
Sets up this here. The big man, BB, touchdown.
Not only can he tackle, but he can run the ball too.
Now, here's the second score for Bonner Springs. Good play action to Canern Shield for a touchdown.
Bonner's going to have to do more of that in the second half to keep them off.
Good field position, and we see the fumble. This right here is to tell the game.
Right.
This is the first of two turnovers that Piper had when they were in very good field position with a chance to score.
Right.
That's what keeps us here now at this 14-6 game. Got the extra point blocked, so we're here at 14-6. Now, B, give me just a couple things that has to be done to win.
In order for Bonner to win, they have to run away from BB. They have to make sure that they can get their running backs open enough, get the holes open for them so they can get through them and use that speed, coach, and then we can open up that passing game. If they don't do that, BB's going to have a field day, and next thing you know, it's going to be Piper's game again.
Piper, limit the turnovers and continue to run. They're doing good on the ground game. Let BB go right up the middle again, lead blocking, and keep running. Now, we'll be back with David and Vernon for the second half call. I'm Coach Mo. This is B. Watson here on this TV with SHUKC's Friday Night Football.
David Brock's back. David James Stadium set for the second half kickoff. Bonner Springs will kick from our left to our right to Trayvon Jones and Deion Saunders. 14-6 is our halftime score, low scoring for the Bonner Braves as he kicks it away back down to about the 2-yard line. Jones moves upfield, little bit of room, able to get up to about the 26-yard line. And Piper, we'll see if they're able to reestablish this running game that they had working so well here in the first half, Vernon.
Yeah, that's going to be the key here. early in the second half. Can Bonner's defense step up and stop that run game that's been successful for Piper? Able to have a couple of sustained drives, and it's Piper's offensive line go be able to come out here in the second half with the same intensity and drive as we saw earlier. One difference that we see already, Bonner's put Dumler back in the middle.
Saunders in motion, takes it. Kubas, handful of face mask, brings down Saunders.
So we see immediately that Dumler going to the middle of the field. So Piper's going to go back to start working on the outside. We see the face mask there. You know, if the tight end was able to kind of hold that seal there, Saunders would have been able to get around him when there's a lot of open field. So it's always key for receivers to be able to hold their block.
What do you think, Austin, about just going right back to that same running game you started the game out with Jones and Colton Beebe that was so successful?
Yeah, guys, I think that's your bread and butter, and if you're Piper with your defense playing so well, that's what you got to do on offense. You haven't thrown the ball enough for Eikenberry to get into rhythm, so I would come out, run the same zone blocking scheme, and hand the ball to those two all day, see what you get.
Colton Beebe will be in the backfield with Eikenberry, who's in the pistol. First down after the penalty by Kubas. Right up the middle, Beebe falls forward. Easy, almost 4 yards, 3-yard pickup for Piper on first down.
What I was going to say, the big difference, you know, with that success Piper was having earlier, Dumler wasn't playing on the nose. They had him on the ends. So you see right there, they went right back at it. Good double team there, combo block there by the center and the guard on Dumler.
Give is to Beebe. Dumler there this time. Line up right in the middle, able to get in the backfield and bring down big man on big man.
And that's the difference. Even the first time he didn't make a play, but was able to clog up a hole there. That time he was able to get, brush off the offensive guy and make the play. So as long as he's back in the middle of the field, I don't think Piper's going to have that same success that they had earlier, running right there in that hole.
Dumler looking set, the three-man front.
So this is actually where we get to the spot where, Piper needs to start running those leads now off tackle away from Dumler.
Snap, quick throw out to Jones in space, makes a quick move, moves upfield. Bang down. I don't know if he lost the ball there, but he got knocked back real hard. He will be short of a first down at the 40-yard line. We look at the replay.
So straight man-to-man there, so that's a tough play because that defender's running right out there with him. He's able to make that one guy miss, but by that time, help was able to come.
Beebe back deep to punt. Snap is back, low snap, picked up by Beebe, who gets it away. Short, high kick. Will bounce right at the 35-yard line and out of bounds for Bonner, who will have their first possession here in the second half.
So we're going to see, Bonner's defense made some adjustment. We'll see if their offense was able to make some adjustments to be able to come out here and get back to running the football like we've seen them do earlier this season. We had a lot of conversation about the three-headed monster backfield of Bonner, but we haven't heard much from them this evening due to the front seven of Piper.
Bonner been trying to work up the middle. We'll see if they take the zone read outside. Jackson in the pistol. Here it is right here to Mason. Piper, though, able to rally to the ball. Moving side to side. Brought down for a very short pickup on first down for Bonner Springs.
Yeah, good job for the corner. He's there to came up and make the initial slow up. He didn't make the tackle, but he was able to slow up Mason when Christian Spencer was able to come in behind him and finish off the play. So good job. Everybody there on Piper's defense did their responsibility. Every man was covered.
Second down long. Man in motion. Straight give. Fake to Jackson, who's trying to get the corner. Has it. Turns upfield. First down run. He got kind of behind there. Jared Knernshield was kind of looking back to see him, but Jackson had already moved by him. Maybe should have got a block.
Yeah, that's where Jackson said it's about that time to have a little need for speed. He's able to get around him and get outside, and that's where, I think their success in the run game is going to have to be getting outside the tackles.
Jackson, option, pitches back, trying to get the edge again. Bonner Springs making the adjustment. Oh, big play right into the bench here. Number 17 here coming into the sideline, right into your living room.
Yeah, and then they threw the flag on that, and that's an iffy call. I don't think he tackled him out of bounds. I just think both of their momentum kept running out of bounds when they both kind of went into the thing. Like he kind of pulled him up, and he wasn't trying to push him out. He was just trying to hold him up, and their momentum kept taking them both out of bounds. So tough call there from the referee, who was the furthest away from the play, threw the flag, where there was one guy right here who didn't throw it.
Sean Pauls there, number 17, will get flagged. Personal foul to push Bonner Springs deep into Piper territory.
Yeah, I don't like that call right there. When you look at it on the replay, you can tell he wasn't a late hit out of bounds. It was really trying to hold him up, and their momentum just kept taking them out over the. It just looked worse than what it was.
Bonner goes quick, gets to give to Jackson, who's able to get the edge, looking to move upfield. Flag thrown in the area of holding. Thrown on the opposite side, which is a weird play as the play went far side. Actually, the Bonner players are shaking hands, so it looks like this might go against Piper. Another personal foul, face mask against the Piper Pirates. Piper shooting themselves in the foot here on this drive with back-to-back penalties.
So initially, the defender did a good job there, keeping Jackson inside, but kind of stopped his feet, and Jackson was able to get back outside him, but that flag was away from the play down here on the bottom side. Piper and Bonner players kind of got into the mix a little bit.
Bonner looking to get up to the line and go. Not doing a lot on offense, just getting these penalties here to move them down the field. Looking to work the edges, though, as the middle of the Piper defense has been stout. Jackson in the backfield now with Mason. Knernshield directly to his right. Single tight end, near side. Snap, give, Mason running hard, left side, breaks away. Into the end zone, touchdown, Bonner Springs.
Nice strong run there by Mason. Running off the left tackle there, he was able to run through a couple of arm tackles and take it into the end zone. See here on the replay. Johnson was right there in the hole to make a play. Kind of came in a little too hot, came too high. Wasn't able to make the tackle.
Number 66 there. Les Wessel, the senior, set the edge. Gave him plenty of room there to get into the end zone. And Bonner Springs now establishing a 21-6 lead here early in the third quarter. And we'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back. Bonner with the huge touchdown drive there out of the second half. Found success there with the halftime adjustment of running to the twin side instead of the tight side like they did in the first half. Look to them to continue to find the advantages, find the numbers advantage up front, and continue to attack it with their three-headed monster at running. Back up to you guys.
Bonner set to kick off now with a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, and on that play, Jalen Johnson was right there in the hole to make the play, but he just didn't make the tackle.
Kick is away and deep, taken at about the 4. Saunders slows down at the 20, now speeds up and has room. Let the blocks kind of set themselves up, and he's able to establish Piper with good field position. So Piper will come out now.
Now we need to see the adjustments Piper makes, with Bonner adjusting at the half, moving Dummler back, on the nose, on the center. We'll see if Piper will now adjust their game and start running a little bit more off tackles. Or making Dummler move and run a little bit.
We take a look at that replay. Eikenberry is in the pistol. Back to our starting formation here with Jones moving upfield. Very short pickup of 2.
See, here's the difference there. That play was working a lot in the first half. Even though Dummler's not making the play, Piper's been forced to use a double team there, and he's just clogging up that hole where the linebackers are able to come in and do what they're supposed to do.
Piles in on the tackle.
Linebackers are told, you have a gap responsibility. And when Dummler does his job and clogs up, that nose, the backers are able to do their job.
Jones again up the middle. Good second down run. Pickup of about 4 yards. Will bring up a third manageable here for Piper.
Guys, real quick, you talk about the zone running scheme and the double team on Dumler. The fact that he's in there and has to be double teamed, it means those guys don't get onto those linebackers at the second level very quick. Key adjustment there for Bonner at the half.
Third down 4 for Piper. Jones in the backfield. Leading the way is Colton Beebe. Eichenberry takes the snap and gives to Jones, who spins, dances at the line, and he's going to get hit behind the line, and a very short loss and fourth down for Piper.
So far, the victory coming out at the half is the adjustments the defense has made of Bonner Springs. So when you have a man in the middle who can clog up and take a lot of space and be forced to use another offensive guy, makes a huge difference.
Kick, snap back to Colton Beebe, who kicks. The ball hits somebody in the back. I think it was a Piper player. A very weird play there. It will be Bonner's Braves ball. See the low kick from Colton Beebe that hits the back of a Piper player right at the 40-yard line, so that ball's dead right there. Score update, huge shootout. 40-36. Wyandotte leading Atchison. As Jordan Jackson now set, same formation with Trayvon Mason, Kernern-Shield, Travis Dooley near side. Up top, Jonah Freeze. We are set. Snap to Jackson. Looks, fires. Near side, up high, out of bounds. Miscommunication there.
Yeah, we got a penalty. Probably going to get a defensive holding penalty potentially out here by Saunders. Kind of had them latched on after that 5-yard. Actually, 2 flags on the play. Holding on both sides.
Penalty. They'll offset and we'll replay first down. Receivers will swap. Actually, Travis Dooley will come out of the game for Weston Vitt. We see the student section. Bonner Springs that believes. Jackson alongside Mason. Man in motion. It is a give, fake give. Jackson tries to work right up the middle, and not a lot there. Met by number 17, Sean Pauls. Colton Beebe there for Piper on the short game.
Gain of 3.
3-yard gain there by Jackson. Read option action.
He's got the 2nd and 7.
We'll wind the clock. Second down. 7 yards for Bonner Springs at their 43-yard line. Mason and Kernern-Shield. Man in motion is Vitt. Takes the snap. Mesh. Jackson keeps, works the corner. Able to get upfield. First down run down the sideline. Good pickup on second down and a first down run for Bonner Springs.
That's what you can't do if you're Piper with Jordan Jackson because of his speed. You cannot let him get to the outside. And once he gets out there and there's nothing out there, he's going to always make things happen. Good job initially there by the end, but he got sucked in a little bit too much, and Jordan was able to get around him. So we see a lot of Jordan's big runs always come from getting around the outside.
Jackson was quiet in the first half on the ground, looking to take over here. Give it to Kernern-Shield, who was able to cut inside one man. Good gain on first down. Down the sideline to about the 17-yard line. First down run for Bonner Springs.
And we've seen the adjustments the Braves are making here on the offensive side. No success hardly going up the gut. Now we're seeing all their success coming from running off tackles and on the outsides. A good job there, but Piper's not making plays. They're not making tackles.
Snap. Option. Top pitch to Mason. Good pursuit there by Piper. Khalil Richards, number 59 as well, pursuing on the backside, able to drag him down for a short loss.
No gain.
Bernard Shield on the previous play was able to skate by one guy, make him miss. Good job blocking downfield. He was able to get a big gain.
Second down 11 for Bonner Springs. Deep in Bonner territory, Piper territory. Mason and Kernern-Shield, Jackson. Straight give, Mason, hard run right up the middle, breaks away from a tackler, down to about the 4 or 5 yard line. First down run for Bonner Springs.
So right now the Bonner Springs offensive line is coming around and said, we want to get in this a little bit. Good job there, finding the hole. Good job of using his hands and feet to make the guy miss. Another big gain.
Mason, the leading rusher in SHUKC territory, gets the snap. Moves up the middle. Big hit by Khalil Richards to stand him up, but he's able to move forward into the end zone. And the officials have not caught. Touchdown, Bonner Springs.
That was a big contact there. Richards is just now getting up, but big collision there. Mason won that one.
27-6, Bonner Springs.
So BB kind of missed the tackle in the backfield. Richards came in high. Didn't wrap up, and that's one thing we always talk about. You have to wrap up.
Hassani with the extra point. Bonner Springs starting to pull away here, 28-6. We'll be right back. (28-6) is the Bonner crowd trying to work up a wave here in front of us.
Trevon Mason saying, wait till they get low to me.
Kick from Pisani is up, away, short on the ground. Touched up front by Saunders. They'll call it a touchback. Piper now desperately needing a drive here and a score.
Yeah, they need to get back to getting something working. They have to make some adjustments. With the adjustments Bonner made on defense, Piper has to figure out something on offense. And right now, all there's is assessment in the run game, which means taking time off the clock. They got a quarter and some change here to get back in this ball game. Right now, Bonner is in that squeak the leg territory right now, going for the kill.
Snap, straight give, up the middle. Second man through is Owens. Short pickup.
Owens on the carry.
That'll be a short pickup of about 1 yard as the Bonner defense piles number 44 in there on the play to stop him. What do you think, Austin? At what point are you going to have to abandon this running game and be forced to put the ball in the air?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, guys. You don't want to, get rid of your identity, but they haven't had much luck passing. He drops back here. Eikenberry looks to the flats and short completion there. That's what you need to get in rhythm, and then those corners, those safeties start coming up on those, and you can start going over the top. But, you can't go too long with your identity. Eventually, you guys start taking shots.
That ball was incomplete. Third down and 8. And Piper now, danger zone. We may already be in danger zone, 28-6. This offense isn't going to be moving that quick. Eikenberry snap. Drops it off to Owens. Nothing there. Jordan Jackson, number 50, number 16 for Bonner Springs, rally to the football and get the tackle. Fourth down, and Piper will have to punt.
Three and out, which is, when you're down 3 scores, what you do not want and can't have when you're trying to make this comeback, giving the ball back to the Bonner offense that's looked very strong here in the third quarter.
Guys, also, it's not a strong wind, but they are punting into the wind. It's affected them the last 2 times.
BB back deep, takes the low snap, kick end over end. Good bounce for Piper. It will roll down to about the 27, where Bonner Springs will have it first and 10. This is David Brooks, Vernon Birmingham, and Austin Bennett. We'll be right back.
At the 27-yard line.
Jordan Jackson has him set, loaded backfield. Number 6, dragged down in the backfield. Good tackle there by number 12 for Piper. Quentin Buckridge. Good tackle there. Loss of 6, bring up second down long.
You know, Piper,
exactly what Piper needed there.
Well, what they need right here is a turnover down here deep in this end. If they're able to get a turnover and make something happen, they're going to give them short field position to possibly get a score.
Jackson, same formation. Play action, goes deep down the sideline. Good play there, good defense again. Number 25, called his name 3 times now. Devin McIntosh.
Yeah, to me it seems like every time Bonner wide receiver is able to get a little bit of step on him, I think, you know, what Jordan's doing a little bit, he's kind of leaving the ball up in the air a little bit too much, you know, floating the ball more instead of trying to get more of a line.
Third down, 16 from the 21. Jordan Jackson set in the pistol with Mason. Snap. Moves up in the pocket. Rolling, looking to make a move, does, gets the corner. Upfield, picks up what he can. Out to about the 32-yard line. It'll be 4th down for Bonner Springs and a 3-and-out for Piper.
So, you know, I know you guys work a lot with the quarterbacks in the summer, Austin, David. You know, thoughts on what I just talked about, floating the ball up there a little bit more than getting more on the line, Austin?
Yeah, for those of you at home, if you watch that pass close, the tip of the football, the front tip, stayed up the entire time. That means the ball's floating. If you throw a good pass and you get it, throw it where you want it, that ball's going to turn over for you. You know, sometimes you throw off your back foot, sometimes you rush it, use too much arm. You never really know in each situation. But you want to definitely get out there and throw the football, let it turn over, and throw your receiver where you want him.
Dumler with the kick off. Fair catch called for by Jones. Fumble, muffed, but he's able to fall back on it at the 30-yard line, and Piper will have it there. 1st and 10 late in the 3rd quarter.
The one thing I saw a lot in pregame warm-ups, Bonner spent a lot of time working on fielding kicks, fielding punts. Coaches were rolling them out there on the ground, throwing them up in the air, throwing them over their shoulders. This time in your career, you got to be able to handle the punt, especially when you fair catch it and it's coming right at you.
Eichenberry in the pistol, takes the snap, option, pitches to the outside. Not a lot of room there, but he is able to move upfield for a good 1st down pickup of about 4 yards, and they're going to have to start getting on their horse here and moving a little bit quicker. They need points and need them quick, and if you're going to try and do it on the ground, you can't be going back in the huddle every time.
So good run there. The corner was able to get up there and kind of meet him at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage. Said scripture. Line of scrimmage. He kind of just put his head down, couldn't make a play.
Eichenberry in the pistol. Jones in the backfield with him. Straight give up the middle. Weaves his way through. Picks up about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and short.
Saw somebody there grab the jersey and hold on for the ride. Was able to slow him up, or he would have probably even got a 1st down. See the run there up the middle. One of the defenders just latched onto his shirt and wouldn't let go.
This is not a typo. 40-36 at the half. Wyandotte over Atchison.
At the half.
They must be playing some Madden football up there.
We'll see Wyandotte next week. Our first look at Dominic McKenzie, the Minnesota commit. 40-36 at the half.
Join us.
They're not getting out of there until about 10:30 tonight.
Join us on Sunday on ESPN 1510. We'll have Javion Williams, the running back from Washington, coming off his 198-yard performance, having a big night again. with Harmon, and we will be meeting with Coach Aslan here of Bonner Springs. Another false start up front from Piper, and they're heading backwards.
Flag on the play.
Inexcusable, back-to-back false starts like that. No, they're not communicating what they're trying to do here. Different counts, different cadences. I don't know what's going on, but to have consecutive false starts when you were at 3 and 2, third and 2, now you're sitting at 3rd and 12. And we see Piper hasn't had much success tonight at this down and distance.
Piper will come out. Semi-pistol with Jones behind him. Eikenberry sets up the screen to Jones. Not a lot of room there. Making some people miss, though, and moving upfield. See if he can't get some push here at the end. He will be at about the 40-yard line, a yard short. And you got to think about they might have to go for it here.
Well, what I like there at the end of that play, you're going to see it here on the replay, Jonathan Ortiz, 75. He's going to run downfield. He's going to get involved. He's going to try to push his guy forward while Khalil Richards is standing there. If you get in there and help him out there and get behind him, you might be able to pick up that first down.
We'll see here. They've had a lot of success with BB on that short dive up the middle. Almost letting him get a full head of steam. It's only been stopped one time by Dumler in the middle. Kind of a chess match here, whether or not they put Dumler right in the middle. Do you play off of that or not? But we will go to the end of the third quarter, and we'll be right back after this commercial.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter with your scoreboard.
David Brock's back for the start of the fourth quarter. We'll run through our sponsors here at SHUKC of Kansas City, Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center, Hindu Productions, Chisholm & Sons Trucking, Chick-fil-A at the Plaza, at the Speedway, KC Mechanical, and Instant Replay Youth Sports and Photography. Also want to mention this, our other sponsor, the BB Family.
0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 5, 8.
Everybody, we appreciate all the support we get here for SHUKC. Great crowd here tonight at Bonner Springs as BB with a short fourth down, and look in the middle, stuff. Had to get a number. I can only guess, though. It is Dumler they're picking up as he's able to penetrate the middle and stop that play. Actually, looked like number 66 was right there for the stop. Les Wessel in on the defensive line with a big hit. And bring down and give Bonner Springs back the ball.
Huge stop, and that probably deflates the Piper crowd right now.
I know Austin's calling for a kill shot right here. Jackson. Pitch forward to Mason. Good design on that play. Up ahead for a almost 10-yard pickup for Bonner Springs.
Haven't seen a shovel pass in forever. Well-designed play there. Good patience there by Jordan Jackson to draw in the linebacker. We see Jalen Johnson runs right by him because of the patience of Jordan Jackson.
Mason and Knernshield in the backfield. Straight give to Mason. They'll blow it dead.
Oh, if we can go back and look at that shuffle pass, we're going to see Jordan Jackson's patience. And because he had it looking like an option run, see Jalen Johnson run right by Mason and run right at Jackson. He was able to get it right to him. No, good job. That's all Jordan Jackson right there.
Will be set. Second down, 1. Clock rolling here, second half.
Good job by the team in the truck to get that replay up again.
Referee still talking about it.
Getting the clock right.
12:41, reset the clock.
Chris Walschlager and his crew to this evening.
White hat winds the clock. Bonner Springs looking to go in for the kill shot here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Mason and Knernshield with Jackson. Fake give, Knernshield up the middle. Not a lot there for Jordan, but he does have a first down for the Bonner Braves.
And that will be good for the Braves.
That's the name of the game right now. Continue to run the ball that you're starting to have some success with. Run the clock, go down and score.
First and 10. Ball on the 25. Jackson now back to their standard formation with Kernern Shield at the fullback. Mason up front. Running a little bit of clock here is the patient Bonner offense now with this 22-point lead. Snap. Give is to Mason. Working the outside. Good first down run. Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards there on first down for Bonner Springs.
Yeah, one thing I love about Mason, man, he runs the ball hard. When he gets it, he knows he needs to get his shoulders level, get his knees up, and pound the ball.
Kernern Shield now lines up at the tailback position. Jackson looks over. Snap from Jackson, straight give Kernern Shield, looking to get the edge, does. Flag thrown, and hits Jordan Jackson.
I think we're going to have a couple of holding plays there, a couple of holding penalties.
We have a field full of flags.
Going to see this come back.
Officials talk. Almost a continual conversation by the officials tonight. They have a face mask and will be offsetting penalties.
Face mask guard to the Pirates. Penalties
So we will replay second down and 7 as we see the student section of Bonner Springs. Good crowd here. The Orange Crush.
Homecoming night. Classes from 83, 93, 2003, 88. A little bit of everything here tonight. This beautiful evening in Bonner Springs, Kansas.
Jackson in the shotgun. Looking over now. Clock is moving. Snap, Jackson. Straight give, Kernern Shield moves upfield. Very little there. As you see our scoreboard right there at the bottom. You will be interested in having your company's logo right there on the front of your SHUKC scoreboard. Please reach out.
36.
As Jackson and the Braves now staring at a 3rd and 6. Mason in the backfield. Do not have a play clock here, so is there just communication in the backfield about how much time is left? Jackson fake give, fires, back corner end zone for Freeze. Not able to get his foot down.
Jackson's pass.
Yeah, good effort
Flag
there.
down though in the end zone.
Flag on the play.
What do you think of that throw, Austin? Just throwing it to that back pylon?
Yeah, that was good placement, guys. It was the spot where only his receiver could catch the football. You'd like to see Jordan get out there a little bit further and maybe let the receiver work a little bit. These Piper DBs have shown they can cover. They've shown they can cover the deep ball and do it well. If they get beat by a step, they catch up. You see him roll out there. Maybe your DBs can do a little scramble drill. Maybe Jackson can run with the ball. But overall, pretty good spot for that pass.
There's a holding penalty and a first down again for Bonner Springs.
You know, that's the only risk with that man-to-man coverage that Piper likes to play. You know, they're aggressive. They like to play with their hands a lot. And he got called for, I want to say, the 2nd or 3rd holding penalty in the defensive secondary this evening.
Jackson now, ball at the 11, 1st and 10. Jackson pulls, moves up the middle, leans towards the end zone. He is going to be short, though, stopped at about the 2-yard line.
Another good read by Jackson. You know, I've been impressed with his decision-making so far. Well, not so far, but all evening. I've been making the right reads. You see Dumler coming in. Going to go with a heavy backfield probably here to punch this in.
The battering ram. Mason said very specifically this is his favorite play. Right behind Dumler. Goes off Dumler, right up the middle, end zone, touchdown. Bonner Springs, Trayvon Mason waltzes into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the night.
He wants the ball. Probably in the huddle saying, I want the ball. Please.
They went away from Dumler that time. Austin talked A little bit of deception in that running play.
Yeah, you almost use him as a decoy there. Everybody thinks it's going to go behind the big guy who came in the game just for that play. Nice play design, nice vision there by the running back getting into the end zone.
Luciano Pisani with the extra point. 35-6. We'll be right back.
Attention, class of 1993. You will be meeting at Kobe's after the game. Class of
David Brock's back, fourth quarter. SHUKC's Friday night football. Bonner Springs versus Piper. And a runaway here for the Braves. As Fasani set to kick it.
Been talking about my 80s movies. From the line Aliens. Game over, man. Game over.
Fasani steps into it, kicks it low. Will roll into the end zone and a touchback.
Fasani's kick goes to the end zone. It'll be Piper ball on the 20. First and 10.
Piper ball at the 20.
Guys, a couple things real quick about that last drive. It's huge going throughout the season, throughout the playoffs, when you can run the ball when somebody knows it's happening. It's also huge when you get great receivers blocking like they do. You see them out on the edge. That holding call, which was offset by the face mask, great blocks by the receivers downfield. That's what gets you a big play, and that's what Bonner's been able to do.
We'll talk about Piper here, just trying to get a little bit of success here. Move the football. Don't want to go 3 and out. Good pass to Derringer. Good pickup. Flag comes in very late.
Flag on the play.
We'll check the penalty here. It is a personal foul, face mask against Bonner Springs.
Ball was caught by Maverick Derringer.
And Piper will be aided by a penalty.
Will be tacked on.
Yeah, but, you know, passes are a little bit easier to make when you're rolling out to your strong side. He's able to actually set his feet and fire that one in.
Piper will have it first and 10. At the 46-yard line, Eikenberry in the pistol. Toss to Sterling Owens trying to get the edge. Nothing there. Bonner defense rallying to the ball. Caught him in a backfield. Huge loss of about 7 or 8 yards, 6 yards.
Sterling Owens brought down by Darryl Carroll and Jack Clemley. 5-yard loss. Second and 16.
Still 14-0. Mill Valley over Tonganoxie.
It's like Mill Valley has a pretty good defense out there as well.
Eikenberry now second down long. Eikenberry sets, throws out to the flat. Owens looking for room and not a lot there. Only 1 yard pickup.
Owens on a swing pass.
Wyandotte 40, same score, 40-36, ahead of Atchison. That's going to be an interesting one to go look at.
Third and 14.
For as long as that game is going to last, that highlight will be about 20 minutes. They wind the clock here. Eikenberry, as Jones comes out into the backfield to get the play with BB. Pistol. Snap. Eikenberry rolls back far side. Kubas in the backfield again for another loss and a sack for the Bonner Braves.
What's interesting is Piper's, you know, that young offensive line had so much success earlier, you know, in the run game, but really struggled in the passing game whenever Eikenberry needed time to be able to throw the ball. It's been real difficult.
Fourth down, 18. It's Colton Beebe. He's set to punt.
After 3 quarters, Washington still leads Harmon 38-6.
Snap away, Beebe steps into the kick. Good kick inside the 20. Bonner player will take it, prevent the bounce. Knocked out of bounds to 17. Run through our sponsors one more time. We appreciate all of our sponsors. SHUKC of Kansas City, Serenity Counseling and Wellness Center, Hindu Productions, Chisholm & Son, Chick-fil-A, KC Mechanical, Instant Replay, Youth Sports Photography. Check them out. She takes some great shots of Piper, some of the best pictures we see out of the Piper games. Courtney, we appreciate your support here at SHUKC and what you're trying to get done as well. Snap, fake, fires across the middle, almost intercepted there. What do you think about him throwing the ball here late with this big lead, Vernon?
No comment.
Jackson's pass incomplete.
Almost got picked, but no comment.
They have been working on the passing game the last few weeks. I know my guy Austin Bennett was one to run it up late in the games when he was at Sumner Academy.
We couldn't run the ball. That's why we had to throw it all the time.
Jackson bursts through the line. No one will catch that young man as he's about to go upwards 83 yards and a touchdown. Bonner Springs.
That's what you should be doing when you're already up 35-6. Just continue to run the ball, especially when you have so much success here in the second half. And we see what the legs can do for you.
Huge run for Jordan Jackson, who breaks free.
On for the extra point.
We heard he was probably the fastest player on this squad, and he showed it right there, breaking into the open. Kick up and good. Let's check that replay.
Kick is good. Your score is 5 minutes, 37 seconds.
Nothing fancy here.
Remaining in the game, Bonner Springs 42, Piper 6.
Jordan over there looking like he needs some oxygen.
We apologize for that. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Let Jordan Jackson take us out to the break with the long touchdown run.
Let's get all you break.
We're back. Fourth quarter, 42-6. Jordan Jackson with an 83-yard touchdown run. Put this thing on ice. Kasani steps in, boots it down the middle of the field. Taken by Owens, who looks to move upfield. Brought down at about the 30-yard line. Piper will have it there with 5:32 remaining here, fourth quarter.
Piper will take over. Ball
Mill Valley now up 21-0 after end of the third. That Mill Valley defense being the difference, shutting down that Tonganoxie offense. Pick six earlier in that game for Mill Valley. Eikenberry in a shotgun. Takes the snap, keeps, moves upfield, picks up about four yards on first down for Piper.
Yeah, I think right now Piper's at the state of the game. Just let's get out of here. Let's try to see if we can find some success, some things to build on, something that we can work on going into next week. But right now, let's see if we can just get out of here injury-free.
Eikenberry in the pistol. Sets, fires a slant for Jones. Threw behind him, incomplete.
What's amazing, what you kind of have to remember a little bit, at halftime, the score of this game was 14-6.
Bonner Springs did explode as well as against Lansing, scoring 50 in the second half of that ball game. This is a second half team, I suppose. Eikenberry, third down, 6, sets in the pocket, moves up, makes a man miss, flag down, first down run for Eikenberry. Actually, they'll mark him a little bit short, but there's a flag in the middle of the field. It is a hold against Piper.
That's just the young offensive line again. Good job by Eichenberry using his legs to make something happen there, but it's going to be all for nothing.
Lansing up 21-8. Khalil Richards just caught a touchdown pass.
Ball back to the 23-yard line.
They will move him back to make it 3rd down and 19.
It'll be 3rd and 18.
Call it 18. Eichenberry takes the snap. Sets pressure up the middle. Screen play. Caught, moved upfield. Not a whole lot there for Owens. Bring up 4th down. And Piper will be forced to punt again.
Complete to Sterling Owens.
You know, good play call considering all the pressure Bonner's been getting up front, but you know, your blockers in the screen have to be able to block somebody in order for that to be successful. And a couple of guys are able to get around them to make the play.
Colton Beebe will come in for the punt. Clock moving just at 4 minutes, as you see there. Snap. Beebe steps in, end over end, very short kick, and that is going to bounce just inside the 40 to the 36-yard line, and Bonner Springs will have it there. We'll see if
probably see some
backups here for Bonner Springs.
Ball on 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, we'll see some second, third teamers here to finish this ball game.
Connor Byers, the lefty, will come in for Jordan Jackson. Number 6 for Bonner Springs, Marcel Holmes. He's a sophomore, but he's got a lot of speed. Showed well in scrimmages and in practice when I saw him. Takes the handoff here. Will be dropped in the backfield for a loss.
No, we talked about the game being 14-6 at half, and we talked about it early in the 3rd quarter, but Bonner pushed all the right buttons, made all the necessary adjustments. On the defensive side, they got Dumler back in the middle of the field, was able to clog up the hole there. You know, had to use an extra offensive lineman to kind of double up with him, so the linebackers were able to make the plays. And on the offensive side, Bonner made adjustments, realizing they couldn't run the ball right up the middle and start going outside a little bit.
Byers works the sideline upfield. Good run by him. But eventually they did work up the middle after they moved the ball to the outside a little bit. Might have opened them up a little bit, Austin.
22-yard run.
Yeah, I really couldn't hear you there, but that's you got the twos in here, and they're moving the ball, which is great to see. You talk about building programs, which both these schools have done, and this is what you like to see when you bring in your backup players. They come in and the chains still move. Sorry about not being able to hear you, but this crowd's still pretty loud here.
Yeah, you know, and Bonner, you know, we talk about up the middle. They had a lot of their success more on the, you know, going off tackles than what they were trying to do early, going right up to, you know, 1 and 3 gaps.
Byers works up the middle, picks up about 2 or 3 yards there on 1st down, winding the clock.
I think a big thing too, guys, not to interrupt, but that moving the ball side to side, you create lanes. Once you do that, you start to have guys over pursuit, and that opens up lanes for your quarterback, your tailbacks for cutbacks, missed tackles, you're off to the races.
Austin, you were right with me there, buddy. That's the question. You answered perfect. 2nd down, 8.
You know, another thing you have to be able to comment on as well is, you know, Bonner's back did a good job of making guys miss. That first run by Mason, you know, Jalen Johnson was right there in the hole to meet him there and didn't make the tackle, and Mason was able to sidestep him a little bit to the left. So, you know, the running back's doing a good job as well. As, you know, in the summertime, you do a lot of footwork drills, a lot of quick feet drills, a lot of using your hands. We saw both Shield and Mason do that a lot in one-on-one situations.
Just under 2 minutes, or a little over 2 minutes. SHUKC's Friday Night Football. You'll be interested in sponsoring or being an advertiser here for SHUKC. You can reach out to me. I am David Brox, www.shukc.com. Sports Highlights Unlimited on Facebook. Facebook crowd is growing real good. Over 1,100 people now on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter at ODOGGBROX.
Next week we'll have a big old school KC, former KCK League, now KCAL rivalry matchup. Schlegel and Wyandotte.
Wyandotte is in Atchison tonight. having a track meet. As Marcel Holmes works the corner, looking to get the edge, does, moves upfield, good game. Let's go through our credits here real quick.
Marcel Holmes on the carry.
I am your executive producer. Todd Henderson, producer and director. Technical directors, A.C. Taylor and Ernest Sewell. Ronaldo Davis on the replays. Mark Snyder, graphics coordinator. Monica Henderson, technical support. Charles Holmes, Jr. Austin on the sideline. So I apologize to those cameramen. That slide went a little too quick. As Bonner here running the clock out on 4th down, they will be stopped short.
Fires the ball carrier, comes up short. Piper will take over 1st and 10. Don't forget, class of 1993, you will meet at Kobe's after the game.
Guys, coming up right after the game here, we're going to get Coach Aslan's thoughts real quick, so stick around here with the coach. Thanks, and moving to 4-0.
Please stick around.
Well, this is the game last year where Bonner was 3-0. Ended up having the goal line stand play, and their season kind of turned around. So to get over this hump and get the 4-0 is going to be huge for them.
As the Orange Crush commits the ultimate party foul in the 4th quarter, up 42-6, stating they believe. The big difference for Bonner Springs this year is you got multiple weapons now. As Piper runs right up the middle. Got to see what Coach Aslan says about that, Austin, about having more than just that one weapon this year to work with.
Say that one more time.
Just to maybe ask Coach a little bit about having more than one weapon to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's very pleased with that. His team's matured throughout the years he's been here, and now they're kind of blossoming all together, and that's what you're seeing here in this 4-0 start.
Number 12, Quentin Buckridge in at quarterback for Piper, getting him some snaps. Most of this crowd sticking around here. We move up. Probably will be our last snap of the ball game. SHUKC's Friday Night Football Week 4 in the books. Incomplete with 13 seconds left.
3rd and 5.
What are you looking for next week, Mr. Birmingham? What are you looking forward to seeing? McKenzie or Mr. Electric?
You know, it's good to see both of them in person again. You know, we saw them a couple of times last year. Being able to see them in person is going to be good. You know, Schlegel's down a little bit. Wyandotte scored a lot of points in a couple of games this year, so we'll see if it'll be a competitive game.
Incomplete pass with 7 seconds left. That'll bring up 4th down. 44-40, Atchison leading now with 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
They might go for 60, 70 points each.
I'm not following what's happening to Wyandotte's defense. They had that game earlier in the year, too, where they gave up a lot of points to Van Horn. 49 points in that one, and Atchison just appears to be having a field day.
The goal is to score.
The Bulldogs.
Guess their goal is to score more points than the other team. Don't worry about defense.
They will turn it over. They will have to snap it one more time. We'll call that having some discussion. That was 4th down. Both teams looking to get out of here. But they will have to snap it one more time, take a knee.
That's why that official should have called that other play a reception to keep the clock going instead of calling it incompletion.
Also a big shout out to This TV for taking a chance on this broadcast. What we're able to do here, Hindu Productions, a lot of work went into this effort, this setup, the procedures for getting the tape and everything to This TV. We appreciate their support in this vision. We have our fourth game now in the books as Bonner Springs kneels on it. Clock goes to 0. 42-6. Bonner Springs dominates tonight here in their homecoming against Piper. This is David Brox with Vernon Birmingham and Austin Bennett. We'll be right back with Coach Aslan.
All right, guys, we're back here with Coach Aslan. His Bonner Braves won 42-6 tonight. Coach, 42 points is a lot, but it's not as much you scored the first couple games.
No, but this is a way better team. They're a good team, well-coached team. They got 44 is a really, really good player. And we didn't play as well as we could first half. We came out second half as a different team and established a little more physicality on offense.
Yeah, you did. At this point last year, you were 3-0 as well, and you came into this game and you had a tough-fought loss. What has this team done to kind of get over the hump this year?
We spent the offseason grinding on them, making sure I understand, because we were 3-0 at the point last year. Lose this game, don't win another game.
Absolutely. You've been able to run the ball when people know it. Is that a product of off-season conditioning, your three weapons, or what is it?
All of the above, man. We gotten bigger, stronger. We got two tailbacks in that run the ball hard, and that was our mindset going in, is to run the football.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on being 4-0, and best of luck to you the rest of the year.
Awesome.
Thanks, Coach. All right, guys, 42-6 Bonner. We're going to send it back up to David and Vernon.
All right, this is David Brox. SHUKC's Friday Night Football, 42-6 Bonner Springs. We'll see you next week. It is rivalry week as SHUKC heads back to the KCAL for Wyandotte versus Sligo. This bitter rivalry goes back decades, and we are expecting a hard-hitting and exciting matchup. Minnesota commit Dominic McKenzie will look to continue his team's march to a second straight league crown. Mr. Electric Antonio Moore is starting to come on strong for the Bulldogs. Joshua Bruce, Rodney McNeil, and the rest of the Stallions' defense have their eyes on slowing down the Wyandotte passing attack and scoring the upset. Join us Saturday, October 5th, as SHUKC presents Friday Night Football on this TV.